Which you only get in niche museums where he's like, let me show you the sauna. And I'm like, great. And he's like, in Lithuania in 1842, they used the sauna with herbs to cure people. And I'm like, fuck yeah. I don't know if you heard. Oh, actually, you didn't because it was a text, so you didn't hear it. But I was because I was sitting here while I took the call, so they could see behind me.
Yeah.
And one of my colleagues wrote, "Valerie, are you recording an album?" And I thought that maybe it would be kind of funny if we recorded an album.
Wait, you want to record an album?
Like, I have no, like, I don't know what we would record, but this would also be extremely funny if we recorded an album. On, like, I don't know what we would do. Oh, but I went to a party on Friday and they had an accordion and I really want to learn the accordion.
Oh my God, no! Please,
Yeah.
please learn it before I start living with you.
You can have your OnlyFans and I will have my accordion.
So wait, I'm not. Okay. That's a huge motivation for finding a job. Anyway.
How are you? How was your week?
Fuck me. This week has been. Wait, no. Before we come to my week and your week and so on, this is the first episode that we record after we launched trailer.
Oh yes. Wait,
Yes.
hang on. How did it affect the viewership?
I have
After
no
ju-
clue because I only look at it
Bitch, what
when
the
we
fuck?
upload something, and we
Okay.
haven't uploaded anything
Okay.
since we.
I have had
the
at
trailer.
least 3 people say that they
Oh my God, that's like I don't know how much is that? Like a lot of people.
that's
the
yeah,
percentage.
at least 3.
3 people.
Yeah.
Oh, and one of them was your dad.
And one of them was my dad.
Do you want to tell the story?
No, because my dad's listening.
Hello, that's Valerie. That's Valerie's dad.
No, it's just that my mom saw it. She follows me on Instagram, and then she sent it to my dad. And then turns out my dad listened to it too.
Now your dad knows.
Now my dad knows everything about me. The horrifying ordeal of being known. But it's fine. That's you know what? It's good to get over your fear. I actually have like pretty bad stage fright, and this is part of getting over that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, come on, you speak in public fairly easily.
Yeah,
you,
but it's
you
every
dance.
time. I know.
You do dance performances in
I
parties,
know.
like big parties.
And I grew up performing. Like I grew up like playing the piano and competing and everything. And every time I'm just like I hate the idea of people listening to me.
But is it because they are listening to your voice, or is it because they're listening to you?
To me, like piano is not my voice. I just don't like being perceived. Like I have.
So
this,
are you okay just performing as a quote unquote adult and talking about your job in front of a stage? Is that okay?
like I'm
is-
still nervous when I do that.
But is that easier than here being at the podcast
No,
talking to
it's
20
just-
people about your daddy issues?
Well, now that it's just if it's here, I don't actually understand that people are perceiving me unless they come up to me and they're like, "Oh my god, I listened to your podcast," and I'm like,
I mean,
I hate this.
here is very easy. We're literally in a basement,
I know we're literally in a room in a basement.
in a library.
So like the connection between me being perceived and me doing this is
Yes.
so far.
Yes.
But then people remind me that I'm being perceived and I hate it.
Yeah, I understand it. My friend from Colombia, Oscar, he tells me like, oh, I feel like I'm hanging out with you, but then the podcast is over and I feel like you're not and you're so far away. And I'm like, oh, dude.
But I have spent kind of my whole life trying to get over that fear, which is why, you know, I do public speaking and I have the podcast and I perform and whatever because I'm like, maybe this time it'll be better. And it actually has gotten better.
Yeah,
I used
I-
to be debilitatingly
I
scared.
wouldn't guess that you're like that because you don't have
just
the
get-
symptoms of someone who is bad at public speaking.
No, but internally I'm screaming.
Ah, okay.
But it's fine. It's called do one thing a day that scares you.
Okay, that's good.
That's what
I
I'm doing.
care so little. I just.
I
yeah.
think you know where it comes from is, like I said, I grew up competing. And so when you compete, especially in piano, like the first half is you competing and the second half is them telling you everything you did wrong. Like
Oh,
you are
okay.
being told like, oh, you went too fast here or you're too loud, da, da, da. So you start, like you internalize that. You start being like, oh, I went too fast here or I'm too loud or da, 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 da. Which like is not the deal with anything. Like with dancing, you can't go too loud or like when you're podcast, whatever. But every time there's like, I should have done, like it just becomes like a perfectionist thing. Like especially if you're doing like concert piano.
No, but that's
It's about being perfect, and
Yeah.
then, but everything since then has been easier. I don't have to be perfect in everything that I do. It's just, or when I'm it's like the association between presenting and being perfect, and I feel like no one can hear what I do unless it's perfect, because that's
Really?
how it is when you perform piano.
okay.
But I know that mentally, it's just I have to.
I think I'm super critical about myself, but not at that point.
Mm.
Like, is this a weird superposition of I don't care and I'm super critical about myself? I don't know. I'm a walking dilemma. I don't know.
Yeah, you're confused.
I'm confused. Yes.
That's okay.
Yeah, but it's
We
fine.
all are.
I had a lot of fun making the trailer.
Yeah, it's so funny.
I spent 3 working days avoiding my thesis. By the way, when you have 3 months left for finishing your PhD thesis, 3 months is 3 days is a lot of time.
It is.
And I just spend it
I'm
doing
proud
the,
of
the
you.
trailer. Yeah, I'm proud of myself too.
You know what? I think it was necessary because now you feel even more pressure to do your thesis, so you will do it.
That is true.
Yes.
But something good happened last week. I had a meeting with the supervisor, and yes, I'm running out of time, and I have to start writing, which I haven't started.
We set the deadline for your writing. That's when your windsurfing ends. If you're not writing by then you should give up.
Have a fucking week. Anyway, I had this supervising meeting when I felt like I was getting momentum with some stuff that I was dealing with in the past, and now it's like I found this excitement again for the thesis. Like, holy shit, is working, and I'm moving forward. And it was about fucking time. No, but it's good. I love my thesis. It's just like there's a lot of pressure and very little time.
Yeah.
But to be fair, the pressure is coming from myself. My supervisors are just like, oh yeah, remember to upload it. They're like, like having Danish supervisors
So chill.
is fucking great. Yes. I
I can
see
imagine.
other PhDs having supervisors from other nationalities. I'm not gonna say where. It's not cool. Not great.
Yeah.
I love my Danish supervisors.
Danes are chill as hell.
Yeah.
And we love that about them.
Yes, like in a good way.
In a good way.
That doesn't mean that they are mediocre or anything.
No,
not
they're
at all.
very good and chill as hell.
Exactly.
I also have that with my boss. Like, he's so intelligent and hardworking, but he's chill as hell.
Yeah, I love that in this culture you don't have to prove
Yeah.
constantly to yourself and to all
Exactly.
your colleagues that you are the shit.
Yeah.
Because you know you are, and if they don't see it, well, it's
Who
their
cares?
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a self-confidence there that I admire.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, but other than that, fuck. Okay, so last Sunday I went windsurfing and it was extremely windy.
I saw that on your story. Wasn't there a storm?
That was before.
Okay.
So I went on a storm and it was great, but I took a sail that it was a little bit too small because I was afraid because it was a fucking storm outside. The gusts were like 16, 17 meters per second. That's very fast.
That's fast.
So I took a small sail to just, less area, less
Go
force.
slow.
You're fine.
Yeah.
But I felt at some point, like, in the gust was fine, but most of the time you're not in a gust, so I
No.
didn't have
Yeah,
enough
so you're
power.
slow.
So it's like, okay, it was good, but not as good as I hoped. I'm like, okay. And then on Sunday I came back. There was not a storm, but it was very windy. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a big sail, but not too big because it was very windy still. The sails of the size that I wanted were gone. Like I was there a bit late, so I went like either I take something a little smaller, something a little bigger. Oh my god, my back, my muscles, I was destroyed when I came back from the water. And is that level of destroyed when you just get home and you're like, I don't want to eat, I don't want to cook, I just want to lay in bed and sleep? That was fine. Next day, which is yesterday, I was relatively fine. I didn't do any sports or anything. Today, I woke up, I went to the toilet, and when I stood up from the toilet, something happened in my lower back. I've been dying all day long, like painkillers level of bad.
Oh,
It was
no.
a nightmare.
You're getting old.
Yes, I'm 31. It's horrible. Don't do it. The most painful moment of today was putting my socks. I couldn't
Ugh, you're so old.
touch my feet. It was horrible. Now it's a little better,
You're
but
gonna need a nurse, like a live-in helper to get you, dressed.
I have a theory that being 40 or 50 or like around that age is not as bad as being 30. Being 30 is the worst.
Because you're becoming old. You're not old yet.
Exactly. When you're 40 or 50,
You're just
you
like, I'm
are
old.
old, yes.
Hey, I
But
hope
you're
there's
not
no
stupid.
50-year-olds
You're not
listening to-
stupid enough
Yeah.
to go drinking on a Tuesday. And then
True.
you know that more than 2 beers is too much. But when you're 30, you're like, oh, I'm
I can
still
still-
young.
yeah,
I can
I can
still
still do
do it.
this.
Fuck no. So yeah, I love windsurfing, but I was destroyed. It happens from time to time. It's still worth it, 100%.
Good.
I would still do it.
Yeah.
I would still would have. Yeah,
Good.
happy to be here.
Just vibing.
Yes.
That's nice.
Yeah.
My weekend was, speaking of stage fright, I performed,
Oh yes, I saw
Yes,
that you performed.
which was so fun.
How was the
actually.
party?
The party was so chaotic. Okay.
Okay, tell us about the
I start
party.
from the
What
beginning.
is this
I'm
party?
going to tell you the entirety of my Saturday.
Okay.
So on Saturday, I performed, but in the morning, I woke up really anxious. Like, not, I don't think it's because actually of the performance. It's because I woke up thinking of how many things I had to do before the performance.
Okay.
And it wasn't related at all. It was like, I need to do my laundry, but also things like,
I have to be an adult
Yeah, I have to be an
before I go dancing.
but also like I had just kind of recognized maybe 2 days earlier that I have to study for this exam for my permanent residence.
Okay, which exam is it?
It's called the active citizenship exam.
So it's like the social science knowledge thing?
It's like knowledge about Denmark.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
Okay.
it's like the pre-citizenship test. It's still
Yes.
multiple choice and everything, but I have to.
Yes.
There's a 155-page booklet that I have to study
Yeah.
before November 26th.
In
and-
Olis Podansk.
Exactly.
See.
Which is actually fun because Tatiana, like I was studying, Tatiana was right next to me. So anytime I got confused, I was like, what the fuck is HOTX? Which is a part of Danish school systems. So fucked. There's so many branches of HOTX, HOHOX, like STX, like all this, like, oh, and this one's for technical, and this one's for social, and this one's for normal people, and this one's for dumb people. Like, there's one specifically for people who are dyslexic.
Oh no.
Yeah, like they have so many branches.
I don't know if that's good or bad. Like
I don't know either, but like what, which I think is like the staple of a great society if they can accommodate that many people, like
That's true.
that many needs.
That's
like in
true.
Canada, they're like you're either stupid or you're smart. You're either going to university or you're not.
Yes.
that's it.
That yeah, pretty much the same in Colombia. Kind
Here
of.
they're like, oh, but you can get into this track. If you don't get good grades, you can do this thing. So then you can get into university if you want to, and you can go to trade school. And I'm like, that's fucking so. That's great, except that I have to learn all of it,
Yeah.
which is so annoying. And
Oh.
Tatiana also hasn't been through. She's Danish, but she hasn't been through the Danish system because she grew up in France. So even her, we were sitting there like, what does EUX mean? Like all this shit that is so confusing. And it's not even. It's like there's the Folkeskole, which is like grade 1 to 9.
Yeah.
Then after that, you have like high school, like after school, like there's like an interim period where you go to like gymnasium,
Yeah.
which also has multiple options, and then you have, all this university stuff, which also has multiple options. So like it's like if you built a tree, there'd be like 18 different options at the end of like how many different combination more than
Okay,
18.
it's actually 18 or are you just
No, it's more
exaggerating?
than that. Like
It's more.
It's probably about 50. Like
fuck.
different ways you can get from like kindergarten.
Different permutations
Even
depending.
kindergarten, they're like you can do preschool and then kindergarten, or you can go to Dagpleje, which is like daycare, or there's and the daycare's
Okay.
prep. It's this whole thing. So it's like this web. Anyway,
Okay.
that I'm gonna continue with my Saturday. I'm just gonna bitch about how
Wait. That was your Saturday morning? Just starting
no,
the
my Saturday morning was panicking about the fact that I need to learn all this.
so you just panicked all
I
morning.
didn't do shit. I was
Okay.
just so, and then I was like, I need to do my laundry. I have all this other stuff. Like I had this grant with Misha, and then I was like, you know what? None of this is important. I'm gonna go to the forest and pick mushrooms. So I did that. I went out
Ah.
for 2 hours. This year, such a good mushroom year. There were so many different mushrooms. I won't go into it now, but I'm so happy. Anyway, that made me happy. It literally calmed me down. I got home and I was like, I don't give a shit about anything anymore.
Okay.
I'm so calm. So that was good.
Yeah.
But then,
You heard it. Like go do mushrooms and then you don't care.
I didn't do mushrooms. I found the mushrooms.
Well, potato. Like
I could apparently it is that much like hallucinogenic mushroom season has started.
oh really?
But you don't find them in the forest. You find them in fields with cows.
Ah, okay.
Yes. But I didn't go look for those. I found other things. Then Saturday evening, the party started.
Yes.
First, okay, so it was run by Swing Shoes, which is a volunteer organization.
Mhm.
And so it is difficult, I think, to organize big events. just because, I mean, with level of commitment, amount of time, like everyone's like sort of giving their time for this. So we got there, did our rehearsal. The band, no, rehearsal, like sound check. Band was supposed to be there at 6 to do sound checking. Wasn't there. They were like an hour late because their
Wow.
flight had gotten late.
Okay.
So they had to sound check. There was a taster at 7, which was an hour, and then they had to sound check after the taster. So, but they were already supposed to have sound checked. So like the dancing was supposed to start.
Yeah.
They sound checked, and then they had to stop, and a guy came on the announcement and was like, we're having technical difficulties because the power shuts off anytime we go above 90 decibels. Which, if you're playing the trumpet, you normally go above 90. Like, that's not very loud.
That's kind of okay.
Yeah. So then they had to, I don't know, override this. I don't know what it was. There was another issue with the sound, which was a bit chaotic because you're kind of dancing. Because when they do sound check, they like play a song. So you dance and then they stop halfway through the dance, like the song. Then it went on for a little while, which was fine. And then already our performances were delayed like an hour or like 45 minutes.
Okay.
We were supposed to perform around 8:45. It was pushed to 9:30. 9:20, I go downstairs to change because I had an outfit for my, which I'm gonna come to because it's really cute.
I feel like a gay friend now.
No, it's not the outfit. It's that me and Nikolai were matching.
Oh my god!
Because we're
Again,
dance partners.
gay friend right now.
But it was so cute.
Okay.
Anyway, I go downstairs, and then the fire alarm goes off while
my
I'm in
God.
the bathroom, and everyone kind of comes out being like, "Is this real?" Like, and because I was downstairs, I saw a security guard running around, so I was like, "Okay, this is real."
I just picture you going upstairs with some toilet paper on your shoes, like, what the fuck?
Well, downstairs was the exit.
Okay.
Upstairs was the party. Downstairs,
I thought you were-
everyone was like,
I thought you were just shitting on a basement.
no. Downstairs. And so we saw the security guard, and it's quieter downstairs. So you can hear them when they're like, you should get out of the building. But
Okay.
everyone upstairs didn't move. Like, they didn't hear any, like, there was partying going on. Eventually, the security guard went up. They were like, you need to get out. So everyone
Oh, so it was
evacuated.
real.
It was real. I mean, it was real in that someone had pulled the fire alarm, and so you have to leave.
Fuck.
And I don't think I've been in a fire like situation since probably grade school where they did fire drills every
Okay.
like, couple of months.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I've really been.
We do them every year.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, who's we?
In Reso, where I work.
Like, oh, like the office.
Yeah.
Oh no, we don't have that. There's like 9 people. We don't need a fire drill.
Okay.
Anyway, so we go out. There's a fire truck because when you pull the fire alarm, the fire truck comes.
That what happened in a developed country.
Yeah, we're all kind of chilling out there. 9:30 comes and goes. Like, we're out there for like 20 minutes. They're like, no, it's fine. It was just I actually don't know what it was, but someone had pulled the fire. It wasn't. Nothing was on fire.
Okay.
Then it was so chaotic because I go in, I have to change because I'm like, I guess I still have to perform. I wasn't nervous because I was too confused as to what was going on. I go upstairs and so we were the third out of 3 performances. The first one was already performing. So I was like, okay, like
This
it's
is
go
happening.
time. Yeah. But it was so chaotic.
But you were already ready.
I was already ready. I
Okay.
had kind of my outfit on. I just needed to change my shoes. Then we go on and it went fine.
Okay.
But I just like didn't have time to be scared because I didn't know what was going on for most of the party. So
Yeah.
then I just went on and did it. And it went well. And yeah, and then after I just in general, because this whole dance performance thing has been kind of crazy. I'm dancing with people who like I see at social dances and I'm like, oh my god, they're so good. Or I'm dancing with people who literally taught me. Or yeah, there's like these people are such good dancers, and I appreciate so much the ability to just learn from them because I hang out with them all the time.
Yeah.
And they're so cool. It's not like they're really good and they're just like, pretentious about it.
Okay, yeah, they're not pretentious about it.
At
And they're
all.
cool people.
They're so cool.
Like, you also find people who are like really good at something, but then their social skills
Exactly.
or like their other
but these
skills
guys are
horrible.
funny and like don't take themselves too seriously.
Yeah.
But they're also really good dancers. So like not that I'm a bad dancer, but I'm learning so much from them that my level of dancing between now and 3 months ago has gotten way better
Yeah, I can imagine.
over, in comparison to like the 6 months previous or whatever. So yeah, it's just really cool to be dancing with people who are better than you.
Yeah.
And it's also mentally like I grew up like my dancing career has been with you guys. Like
Yes.
we were,
She left us behind.
but I
She
think
found cooler, better friends for
No.
dancing. That's what you're trying to say, Valerie?
No, it's just that like
You
my
feel dancing with a
mentality-
dumbass when you dance with me now?
No, it's that when I go to dance, I want to dance with you guys, and that's my group. And now I've joined another group, and like the switch was, I think, difficult for me. Like I didn't think about how much. I think I
She
had this, like-
replaced us.
No. I think it just became my, like, you have your main love, which is windsurfing, actually, and your side love, like, still a big love, which is dancing, and my main love is dancing, and I have pole dance as a side thing. And, like, you know,
Okay.
Monica has biking, I think, is her main love, and then dancing is a side thing. But for me, like, my main love, I love dancing, like, social dancing, and I think I did it a lot more than you guys, or, like, I've just committed to it a lot more than
Yeah.
other people in our group.
Yeah. Also, I just have to say, like, yes, the people with whom you're dancing, they're very good, but you're not that much behind.
Not anymore. I feel like I was.
even 3 months ago. I
Mm.
would say, like, I mean, yeah, sure, they have more experience, but like, nah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I think I go to a lot more social dances than Monica, for example.
Yeah.
And maybe it's capacity, but I also think I just like dancing a lot and learning. Yeah, and also this happened at Aarhus last year where I forced myself to ask 10 people to dance, and I really got over my fear of asking people. Like,
Really?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
yeah,
Okay.
because I mean, when I first got into dancing, it's not that they sort of said the leader asked the follower,
Yeah.
but there was
It's
a
an
social
implicit rule.
exactly.
Yeah.
I got over that completely when I went to Aarhus last year because I was like, I don't give a shit.
When I first started dancing, that was an issue, but not of the anxiety of asking someone else.
Yeah.
It was more like a doubt in my ability to dance.
Yeah,
Because I thought, like, I'm the lead.
Yeah.
I'm the one who has to, like, lead the dance.
yeah,
That is tough if you are barely a beginner.
that's true.
That's very difficult.
Yeah,
But when I got better at Estudiante Husserl, and like you dance with regular people and they tell you like, okay, this is actually good, and you feel comfortable, like not pulling the same moves for an entire song, and you can like play different styles.
Yeah.
That gives you the confidence to just like,
True.
okay, let's dance.
yeah,
And then I don't know, just when I was confident in my dancing, then the asking people out just became
easier. Yeah, I
easier.
guess it also for me that helped, but I think Aarhus was when I realized that I don't have to adhere to social norms, which it seems trivial, but I figured it
True.
out.
Also, I gotta say, as a lead,
Yeah.
if a follow asks you to dance,
Yeah.
it feels like
So-
such a compliment. Even if it was just by random that you were standing there and you were like, oh, let's dance,
Yeah.
that feels good. But when they see you dancing and then I want to dance with you,
Yeah.
it's like, holy shit, fuck yeah, let's go. By the way, I'm single.
Do you say that?
No, but I think about it. I don't open up with that, Valerie. That would be the reason why I'm single.
You're weird.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
So yeah, performance went well. I feel good about. I mean, I told you I was like pretty not skeptical about being in there, but I think I had some degree of imposter syndrome, which
Yeah.
I was like, why am I here? And I don't really feel like that anymore.
Did you watch the video from your performance and you were like, oh, I'm a dumbass? Like,
No,
everyone is great and
actually.
I'm terrible?
No, I watched it and thought I actually can fit in.
Yeah,
to
I
these
mean, I
people.
watched it and I'm like, you don't stand out as a bad dancer
No, which
at all.
that was my main concern, but now I realize that it was kind of dumb to think
Yes.
that. But wait, also there's also photo.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
They were going to reveal the name of the dancing group.
They did reveal the name.
What
I
is the
think.
name?
5 Feet of Swing.
5 Feet of Swing?
It's inspired by an album cover.
Okay, but why 5? How many
Ha-
are you?
We're 8, but Per has had this name for like 3 years,
Okay.
and he's obsessed with the name. I don't
I'm
exactly
going to buy
know why.
5 feet. How is it?
5 Feet of Swing. I can
5
show
feet
you.
of swing.com. I'm going to buy it. Pear is going to be so mad.
I don't know
Then-
if we're making a website. That's like kind of
That's a very
excessive.
Pear move.
Yeah.
Like, I have the domain.
He did make an Instagram.
Yeah.
Which is
5 feet of swing.dk.
yes. Wait,
Yes.
you've seen it already?
No, wait, what?
Yeah.
Does that exist?
Yeah, it
I'm
actually
just making it
exists.
up.
That's so funny. You actually hit it right. Like, wait, hang on, I'll show you.
Wow.
You literally
I
guessed it
cannot believe
exactly.
I actually hit it.
You actually hit it.
I'm great.
It's very impressive, actually. But now, there's already so many followers. Yeah, the only problem is the picture's so distorted.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's a good picture.
Yeah, it is a good picture. The pictures that came out of it were also really good. And also, Kate, you know how sometimes you think you danced well and then you see a photo and you're like, wow, I look terrible?
Yes, I remember I have a couple of videos from the first year where I started dancing, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yee."
But the pictures from, doesn't that look good?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, right? And like we're all kind of in sync, even in a snapshot, which is nice. Because if you aren't in sync, but it's a video, like you sort of figure it out. Like,
Yeah.
you don't really notice. But when you can tell if someone's out of sync in
you
a
have
photo.
Yes.
And this one, we actually look very good.
That only proves that for one frame you were in sync.
For one frame,
At
I was
least.
in sync.
At least more than
There's
one
actually
frame.
2 photos. In
Oh,
2
wow.
frames, I was in sync. Yeah, but it feels. I feel way better about it now than I did at the beginning.
That's pretty good.
yeah.
I'm
so,
glad.
yes,
Congratulations.
we're confident.
And you're gonna
boys.
perform in Aarhus
In Aarhus
next
as
weekend.
Well. Yes.
Nice.
And Nikolai and I are gonna match again.
Oh, lovely.
I love dressing up. I realized for like parties. I don't on a daily basis. I look like shit. I don't like do makeup or whatever, and I don't really dress up. But when it's a party, I'm like, I'm gonna do glitter. I'm gonna do jewels. I'm gonna dress up. I'm gonna match people. We're all gonna have matching skirts in Aarhus. Me, Misha, Monica, and Emily.
Okay.
Because we found this fabric and we're making these skirts. I love matching. I love costumes. They're so cool. That's like the one time where I can feel like I can be, super extra.
Super extra.
Because
Super
on the
girly girl
daily,
extra.
yeah, exactly. On the daily, I'm like, I don't care enough to look good today. I just wake up and I brush my teeth and I put on sunscreen, and that's about it. But when you're going to a party, you can be like, I'm gonna be pretty.
Especially when you're performing.
Yeah, exactly. Like I have an
Yeah.
excuse to be pretty.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
So-
but yeah.
I had a good weekend.
I didn't do much on the weekend except working and windsurfing. But
That's good.
the good news is, I don't know if I told you this already, but I convinced the PhD school to give us money
Yes,
for the
to go windsurfing.
Yeah, to go windsurfing with my PhD colleagues.
That's so fun.
And I don't know how it's gonna be. It's next Saturday, and I mean, still Tuesday, so there's still some days for the forecast to change.
Yeah.
But now it's getting cold, and it's gonna be windy. So not too windy.
So they're gonna hate it.
It's
is
not
what
gonna
you're
be
saying.
that I don't want them to hate it, because I want them to give me money next year again. Well, if I'm still working
Yeah,
there.
I was gonna say like you're gonna be out of there. By
Yeah,
next
I
year.
don't know. I mean, I think having friends who like the same hobby could be
That's
only
true.
positive. If they go and they hate it, it's like but if they go and they like it, maybe they get hooked.
Maybe.
That's good.
And then you'll have friends.
I already have friends. I already even have
Okay.
windsurfing friends.
That's good.
Yeah,
Like you hang out outside of windsurfing.
yeah.
Nice. That's a
Yeah, it's not like you and Misha and Monica and everyone else.
Yeah.
But yeah,
nice.
it's getting there.
That's good.
Yeah.
He's getting more friends.
Yay.
Does that mean you're gonna leave us? Are they cooler than us?
Nah.
Okay.
No one's cooler than you guys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's not like you with your new
Oh my God.
dancing team.
Did you see? I still hang out with you guys way more than I hang out with them. Also,
Okay, just making sure.
yeah.
What-
Have you
what?
seen in the US they had an autism announcement?
An autism announcement? No, what
They
happened?
were like, we found the cure for autism. No, we found why autism happens. And then,
Wait, is this like a Trump thing?
yeah, it's a Trump
Oh
thing.
my God. What
And the
happened?
Minister of Health, whoever his, the guy with the scratchy voice.
Is he a puppet?
No. Oh, Kennedy.
Okay, no idea. Whatever.
They had an autism announcement. Wait, there's photos. There's like these memes that have come out because there's a picture of a TV screen where it's Trump and Kennedy, and then it says autism announcement, which is so good. And then they were like, you know what the cause of autism is? Tylenol,
Tylenol?
like paracetamol.
Really?
Yeah.
No shit.
Trump administration to link Tylenol. Tylenol is like the American version of paracetamol.
Okay.
To link Tylenol use to risk of autism.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Acetaminophen use during pregnancy.
So wait, if your mom had a headache while you were,
Yeah, you're going to be autistic.
you're gonna be autistic.
Or you have a higher risk of autism. But, like, isn't that crazy?
Yeah. 100%.
but it
I
reminded
mean, it
me.
would explain a lot.
This is what autism announcement. And there's been so many good memes. It's like when I put an update in the group chat, autism announcement. Like there's all these like good.
That would fit our group very
Yeah,
well.
it would. So yeah, that happened. Like that's a real thing.
I don't know. I've been out of the loop for a while.
I only learned about it because of memes.
Okay, no.
Chronically online.
Okay,
It's recent, like today, recent.
okay.
I think.
I've
Or that's
been-
the first time I
yeah, no.
saw it.
Not much online today, I guess.
You're actually being productive. is
I've
what you're
been actually working. This week, I'm in this course, which is Sustainability and Communication,
Oh yeah.
which is, oh my God. So this is the thing. There are like 2 courses that are mandatory if you're a PhD at DTU.
Yeah.
This is one of them. And everyone and their mother told me that this course was the worst. Like complete bullshit, terrible, like absolute worst. And it was mandatory. And I was just hoping that they would drop the requirement so I didn't have to take it and I can just graduate without it. Spoiler alert,
didn't.
they didn't, and I am about to finish. I had to take it.
Ugh.
I'm taking it right now. Losing a week doing that right now feels like an eternity.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, I have to do it. I might as well just do it. First, the course is not as bad as I thought.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's because everyone oversaw like how bad it was,
Yeah.
or simply they improved, which is very likely because they took. I mean, there was very strong criticism, and they seem to be doing better.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Which okay, but fuck, I don't want to be doing this. It's like they basically take your PhD project and you have to justify a lot of things from the sustainability point of view, and you would think that someone who has a podcast related to sustainability would like to do that, but no, I just don't care.
You texted me yesterday saying, quote, "I'm taking a mandatory course on sustainability and communication and I want to kill myself."
To be fair, that was on the first lecture.
Okay.
It has been getting better after that.
Okay, that was yesterday.
Yeah, I mean,
So
but it
today
has been
was better.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, not today. And yesterday afternoon, like I got to meet
Okay.
my group work and my TA, and it's like actually an okay group of people
Okay.
for working. And yeah, the end up result is a little bit like okay, nobody cares. It's a bit of bullshit, but whatever. It's also
Greenwashing.
kind of nice. No, it's actually not greenwashing,
Okay.
but it's like on a song that you're like, okay. But actually, if you think about it like, oh, this is for your PhD, this is completely useless.
Yeah.
But if you think about it in the sense of like, oh, this is helping you to learn how to justify from a sustainability point of view a future project. So if you come up with a project and you are like presenting it to the EU for getting funding,
Yeah.
this is very useful. And that I agree with that.
Hmm.
So they are just using
So
your
it's like
PhD.
framing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. And it's also quantifying of things that you don't really think about. Like if you ask me about my PhD, I would tell you that it's aerodynamics. But when I think about it in the context of like the EU needs, it's like, oh, this would produce wind turbine blades that are lighter.
Yeah.
So less consumption of whatever and less CO2 and blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And it's a little exhausting, like thinking of all the consequences and like hypothetical scenarios and like, oh, what if it works really well and what if it works really bad and blah, blah, blah. But I think it's actually an okay exercise to do at least once
Nice.
per project.
It's just bad timing because you need
It
to
was
finish your
terrible
PhD.
timing. But on the other hand, maybe if I had taken it before, I would have taken the terrible version of the course.
True.
So now it's like, it's actually kind of nice that I'm taking a break from the PhD, but also is the pressure of like, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm like doing the PhD at night and at day I'm doing the course and I'm sleeping very little.
Ah,
Ah,
it's almost over.
yeah. Plus the second part is communication, and I'm pretty good at that.
If you do say so yourself.
Yes. I mean, I don't know if I'm good at it, but I have a lot of fun doing it.
You could just make your PhD into a podcast.
Nah. I don't want to know anything about my PhD. Ask me about it next year
Okay.
when I'm like ready to
Like
present
after
my
the trauma.
after sleeping for 2 months
Yep.
and having my mom's food.
Yeah, that's
That's gonna help a lot.
yeah, that is gonna be very
Yes.
healing.
Did I
for
tell you what was my mom reaction when I told her that I was going on vacation home?
No.
So I'm leaving Denmark on like the 23rd of December ish. So I'm there for Christmas. And my mom was very happy that I was going there because I haven't seen her in like over a year and so
Yeah.
on. Like, oh yeah, super happy. Like, I'll go there for Christmas. And then I told her like, oh yeah, and I come back to Europe the second, like first or second of March.
Mm.
And she was like, 2 months? Like, if it was a bad thing, like, yes, mom, you have a son for 2 months. Not a cat anymore, but a son.
And she was like, fuck.
She was like, fuck, what am I gonna cook for 2 months?
What does
And
she cook for herself when you're not there?
Her problem is that, according to her, I eat too much.
You do.
I don't.
No, you actually don't. I don't think I've ever seen you eat that much. Also, but it's because you're poor.
That sounds like an insult, but it's true.
You told me we have to eat a hello up today because you only have 200 kroner left for the month.
That's true. I have 200 kroner left for a week, which is okay.
That's actually not bad.
I mean,
But you shouldn't be
I
eating
cannot-
6 burgers at Max Burger.
No, I won't. Like, I have food at home, and I have. I mean, apart from those 200, I have enough for grocery shopping.
Okay,
So it's 200 for, like,
Things.
beer and
great.
yeah. I do like to eat a lot. But that's the thing. Like, in my house, they like me, but they don't like me very much. Because every time I go, my mom is like, what am I gonna cook?
Yeah.
And my dad is like, this guy is gonna take my desk, my office, because that's my room. And my sister is always super annoyed because now she has to share a bathroom.
That is the worst.
And I told them like, well, and the cat hates me. So I told them like, well,
wow,
fuck
what a
you.
loving family.
For 2 months, I'm gonna be disturbing your peace, and you're gonna have to deal with it.
They were actually really happy when you left home.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. Like,
I think my mom was the same. She's like, thank fuck.
yeah,
She's gone.
finally, peace.
Yeah. Also, because when my brother moved out, she was like, no more kids. I can do whatever I want.
And he goes to work. Actually, I don't know.
He does.
Uh,
Okay,
do we have a topic for today?
we do have a topic for today.
We do have a topic for today.
Yes.
Despite being like almost 40 minutes in,
Wow,
we
yeah,
can
we're really
introduce
catching
the
up.
topic.
We can just spend a little bit of time on this. This is actually relevant to a lot of things we were saying, but the topic is if you didn't have. This is also in the I'm gonna
You
tie it
haven't
back to
said
climate.
shit, but
I'm gonna
okay.
tie it back to climate because
Okay,
this
we're a
has to do with
climate
sustainability.
sustainability podcast.
One day-
despite everything that we say.
One day we will be in a scenario.
Oh wait! Before you go.
Oh my fucking god, man!
I just need to tell you something because I'm gonna
Okay.
forget, and then Oscar is gonna tell me, "Oh, you didn't say it."
But
Oscar told me to tell you that because he listened to the 10th episode where we did the 10 things climate change thing.
yeah,
You suggested to put the water heater at a maximum of 40 degrees because of what happened to
Yeah.
you in Norway in your vacation. He changed his water heater
what?
to maximum of 40, and he said it's actually fine. It's a good temperature and everything.
Oh my god!
And I was like, when he told me, he's like, oh, that's cool. And then I thought about it. It's so fucking cool.
That's
You were having a vacation in Norway, and then you had an idea. And then that had a measurable effect for someone who you have never met who lives in Colombia. So
Crazy.
that's technology.
That's technology.
Yes.
Which also relates back to now
Yes,
the topic
again,
that I'm about to say.
that was my interruption. So please.
One day we'll be in a scenario that's maybe not an apocalypse. I wouldn't say the world is going to collapse, but there might be certain systems that are down every once in a while because, I don't know, blackouts or we don't have enough, I don't know, renewable energy and gas has
Or
been cut off. or
Microsoft got hacked. or-
Microsoft got hacked. There's a lot of scenarios where you would lose access to the internet. I would
Mhm.
say I don't know if the risk is going to go up significantly in the next, I don't know, 20 years. But like you could imagine a scenario also because now there's drones flying over Copenhagen. We're in a war,
Yeah.
could happen.
Yeah.
And you lose access to the internet. What do you do? Or like how does that affect your life?
Okay. So how is your life now, today,
Yes.
without internet? Is that the scenario?
Kind of. Yeah, like I guess it's if the internet was cut off today,
Yes.
what would you do? Or how would that affect your life?
Okay. Because I was thinking about that. I mean, because you broadly said, like, you wrote to me, like, what if no internet?
Mhm.
And I was thinking of different scenarios. And I think the internet is, like, basically a Pandora's box.
Yes.
The only way to get rid of it, like, for good, like not just to be down because we don't have power, like to not have internet, is because there is an apocalypse.
Yes.
I don't think there is a scenario where
It's down.
we agree of like, okay, let's turn it off.
Yeah.
Peacefully.
No.
That's never gonna happen.
No. Exactly.
So what you're proposing is not necessarily an apocalypse, but a temporary.
I mean, it could be an apocalypse. I mean, climate apocalypse.
Okay.
A possibility. We also have talked about this in a previous episode. Like, what would you do to prepare for the apocalypse?
Okay, so imagine a storm like really strong
Imagine
near
it has
the
happened.
North Sea.
Yeah. Or I don't know, the Gulf Stream was reversed and now everything's frozen. Like
Okay.
things like that. And you don't have access to the internet anymore.
Wow.
Your fiber optic cables have frozen to death.
Okay.
And yeah, so how would that impact your life? And also, what would you do? But I think maybe more about impacts right now.
Well, if you put it like that, I think that it's something like that happens. My priority would be not so much internet, but like getting food, because it's a sort of apocalypse.
Let's imagine a scenario where only your internet is cut off.
Okay.
We're not talking about the whole apocalypse. That can be another thing.
That will be another. I remember a meme, and that brings me back to the thing that pains me the most, like not having memes.
Yeah.
A meme where literally there are two people in an apocalypse, and one is telling to the other, "I miss the internet," and the other one draws a meme in a piece of paper and gives it to him, and he just laughs and he's like, "Thank you, I needed that." I feel that would be a lot of.
We would just go back to letter writing, basically.
A little bit, yeah.
But it would be full of memes. Like comic books, maybe. Like
comic books,
sharing pictures.
But it's difficult to imagine a life that is carefree without internet.
Yeah.
Because if it's without internet, something really bad happened.
Yes. I think putting into context make this a lot more complicated.
Yes.
Maybe we can just talk about what would you do with no internet.
I think it depends a lot on how long. Like, if I know that I will have it tomorrow.
No, you don't know when it's coming back on.
You don't know when, or do you know? You don't know if.
If both.
Okay.
You don't know. You have no internet for an indefinite period of time.
Okay. When I started university, it's not that long ago, but you would still rely on physical books to do research. Like, you would go to the library and you would find a book and you would find the source, and then you would do your homework. Like, literally no internet connection whatsoever. So I kind of know how it is to be a mechanical engineer without internet.
Yeah.
So I think I can still be a productive engineer, member of society. I think that's good. But also, it would definitely slow me down a lot.
I'd be fucked.
You would be fucked?
My entire job relies on the internet.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
I mean, a lot of it is like news.
Oh, yes.
Current events.
Newspaper.
Yeah. The newspapers would have to get quite a bit better because I get a lot of my news from DEA, like the Danish news, which doesn't have a physical copy. It's just an online thing. There's there's magazines and stuff, and but they're not daily. I mean, it could be that I would have to find, but then I would only get Danish news.
True.
Like everything would be through the lens of and not that I couldn't read it. It's just it would be through the lens of Denmark. And a lot of the time when I read the news, it's like Reuters or like Bloomberg. Those are like global companies that do a little bit more analysis, or they just have more capacity to do so. I would lose access to that entirely, and that's what I need to do my job. Also, like databases, like energy flows in the EU. That's not a newspaper.
International news are not going to come in instantly.
International news is not going to be there. Data is not going to be updated. I won't have access to any of the electricity, percentage of renewable energy in the EU kind of thing. That's going to be gone.
That instant access to information is gone.
That's gone. So I would be fucked with my job. But I have a backup plan. I want to become a carpenter.
Wait, so you think your entire line of work would be doomed without internet?
Yep.
Don't you think that you can do at least some of it with just paper news?
Some of it, but it would have to be very localized. Like I could become geopolitical. It wouldn't be geopolitical because that's international. It would become political analyst to do with, right now my job is geopolitics and climate. It would become local politics and climate maybe, and I would just read the newspaper. But
so if that were the case, you would rather just become a carpenter?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
Yeah, I really like the main thing I like about my job is it's so broad, or you can do so much analysis because you have access to so much information.
Okay.
And when you do, right now you heard me talking, we are working on a framework that basically what kind of data and how does it interact in order to assess the probability of Russia invading a NATO country. that's like a question that we're talking about.
Yeah.
You would not be able to do that with Danish news.
Yeah,
Like,
it would be
only
really hard.
Yeah, and just the like access to that much data is just impossible if you don't have the internet.
Yeah.
Or we also have a scenario that's like, what is the chances that China stops exporting rare earths? You couldn't, like, the Danish news would never tell you, like, you couldn't just use
no.
that one
You
database.
can just flip a coin and your guess
Exactly,
would be
like,
as
what is-
good as
You'd
mine.
be able to, maybe the radio, you would hear stuff.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things that are just not accessible if you don't, like, you wouldn't be able to answer that question if the only thing you heard was Danish radio and not watch Danish TV, but like, read the Danish newspaper.
Yeah,
It would
too
just become,
localized.
yeah, the scope become way smaller, and it wouldn't be that interesting for me. I'm not Danish. I actually like, not that I don't care about Denmark, but like, the reason why I can do something geopolitical is like I don't have real attachment to any of these countries. Like,
That's true.
Canada, kind of, but like I left there a long time ago. I have 4 nationalities.
She has
it's
no
like,
flag.
I have no attachment to anything. I think there are a lot of people who could do political analysis on Denmark and enjoy it, but I wouldn't.
Yeah. And actually, they would prefer it.
Yeah. They would prefer it, exactly. They would love the fact that they can do this kind of analysis on a country that's, close to them or
Interesting.
Exactly. It's not that Denmark isn't interesting for me. It's just not any more interesting than any of the other countries.
That's very interesting to see that perspective, because for me, I would still want to be a mechanical engineer, and I think I can still pull it off.
Yeah.
It would require more of me, because then you have to, pick up the
Yeah, you
phone,
just have- it'd
talk
take
to
more time,
people.
yeah.
It would be a little bit more local and like
Yeah.
finding the right information, contacting the right people. It would be a much slower process.
Yeah.
But overall, I think I can pull it off.
Yeah.
The thing is, one time I was having a conversation with someone, and I asked her, like, what would you do if you have never had the opportunity to go to a university? In the context that we were in Colombia, where not going to university, it means a lot in
Yeah.
terms of your future. And we agreed that what I would have liked to do, and what she would also like to do, is to become a mechanic. Like, not a mechanical engineer,
Yeah.
but a mechanic.
Yeah.
Like, to have your workshop.
Yeah.
And a mechanic cat. that would be like a nice
That's so cute.
lifestyle.
Yeah.
And I've never been really good at fixing things with my hands, but I really like it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just don't do it because I don't have the means. But if they tell me, like, oh, you could become this mechanic, like this technical person, or like I don't know, an electrician or whatever comes to your way, maybe a carpenter.
Yeah.
I think that would be really cool.
I think fixing things with your hands is so cool.
That ability is so nice. Like
Yeah.
having the right tools for the job and just going like, yeah, I'm gonna do it because
Yeah.
here I have some spare parts and
Ugh,
why not?
It's so cool.
That's awesome. I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah, I also love that. And like, I'm not good at it necessarily. I think I could figure out most things.
You can get better.
You can get better.
Like
but
I used to suck at dancing.
yeah, true. I also used to suck at
Like
dancing.
what I love about a lot of these things is they're highly learnable.
Yeah.
Even things that people say like, "Oh, you're such a genius because you know how to play the piano." It's like you learn.
Yeah, you learn.
You
As
practice.
long as you commit to it, you can learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, being able to do something with my hands would be cool. And maybe actually not having the internet would be like an opportunity to do that.
Exactly.
I don't think I would ever do it now because I really like my job and having like access to that kind of information and like doing that analysis. I have a brain job and I like using my brain as well.
Yep.
But one day, if I can't do that, I would love to use my hands.
Yes. It's like the person who says like, if I go to prison, I would read a lot of books and get in shape.
Exactly.
It's like, yeah, it sucks to be in prison.
Yeah, but you make the most of it.
Yeah,
You,
like,
you
it's not
find
so
new
bad.
opportunities.
Yeah.
Yeah, job aside, I actually think the main issue would be I would never be able to contact anyone outside of Denmark.
Yeah, I think that would be really hard.
Or you do letters or something, but
You
it would
do
just,
letters
I
or,
would just
like,
like lose
you-
contact with most of my family.
You do a call that costs you a lot, and it's just
Exactly.
a regular call. You cannot see them.
You can't see them.
and
Yeah.
it lasts like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes.
Exactly.
And it's a
It
lot
would
of money.
suck.
Yeah.
And yeah, you lose a lot of contact to your family and friends.
Yeah.
And also, sending letters is expensive too. In fact, I do send letters actually. I really like the idea of sending letters.
Okay.
Also because the stationery is cute. But Denmark has stopped sending letters. Like they don't have the
What?
letter, or they're going to, or something.
The
But
letterbox, like the red letterbox?
yeah, they're only going to send packages. And so if you want to send a letter, you have to send it as a package, which just makes it way more expensive.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's about to happen, or it's happening, or something, or maybe 2026
Okay,
or something.
Denmark is very advanced in digitalization, but
Yep.
this is ridiculous.
Yeah. The other thing is, even now, if I'm trying to send a letter to Canada and I have to buy like international postage, first I need 2 stamps. Second, each stamp is 50 kroner. So I'm paying 100 kroner to send a fucking piece of paper
Okay.
to Canada. So what is cheaper is actually going to Sweden and posting it there.
Well, okay, so Sweden is not getting rid of letters.
No, and they also their postage is way cheaper. Also
Yeah.
because the Swedish krona is cheaper. But like I've accumulated letters, and then when I went to Norway on the way back, I posted it from Sweden before coming back to Copenhagen.
Wow,
because
that's,
it's
that's
cheaper.
very smart, actually.
Yeah, it's great, and like but if I was actually had to communicate through letters, that would have to be a regular thing. That I have
Yeah.
to go to Sweden, post all my letters, and like it would be way more annoying because Denmark doesn't send post.
Yeah, it would be inconvenient, but
Yeah.
doable.
Though I do feel like if the internet went down, maybe Denmark would consider bringing back letters.
Yeah, I
'cause they
think
would
that I
realize-
would hope so.
yeah.
But also, I remember once when I was talking to my mom, and I was already living in Denmark. I don't know if she was talking to me or to someone else, but she made the reflection of like, I'm so grateful that my son left the country. Now that we can like FaceTime each
Yeah.
other and like we can communicate
Yeah, it
whenever.
would suck like 30 years ago.
Yeah, because
40
exactly,
like-
she grew up like with the regular landline
Yeah.
phone, so she would just go in the city, and my grandma wouldn't know where she was until she came back at
Yeah.
night. No way to contact. Like,
yeah,
no,
the access to people now is so crazy.
So
Like, it's
instant.
so instant. And
Yes.
so yeah, just and I also feel like it changes the way that you interact with people.
Yeah,
Because I actually feel I want to not have my phone on me, for example. But then I also feel like, what if someone has messaged me
yeah,
and I should probably reply to them, which is bad. I don't actually need to. I've been trying to be like, okay, I need to like chill.
yes.
I don't need my phone with me at all times. But there's still that like, but what if they message me? I had like ongoing conversations. I need information. Like my brain is so addicted to information now.
Yeah,
But we're working on it, and not having the internet would help with that because
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
just not have any more.
also regarding the internet, like we said this on a previous episode, but I would definitely miss Google Maps.
Yeah.
Like I would have to learn how to
How to-
pronounce the Danish addresses, which sucks. Yeah,
There are a lot of shortcuts I think that you take with the internet that you would like you say, like learning Danish names. You should probably do that anyway. It's
Yes.
just you've never had to because
you've
you
never
have
had
Google
to. Because,
Maps.
yeah, Google Maps, you copy paste whatever this word means and
Exactly.
just take me there.
Exactly. You would never have to know like how to pronounce gel.
Yeah.
Because you could just read it as GADE. You
Yes.
just type it in. Done.
Yeah, but it's so confusing. Roskildevej is not in Roskilde. Like, what the fuck?
But you know what is in Hellerup? Hellerup Vej.
Oh,
It's fun. It's so stupid when I write my address because people are like, "What are you at?" Because I send letters. 75, whatever, Hellerup Vej in Hellerup, and they're like, "Why?" Like it just looks so stupid when you
it
write it
looks
twice.
so stupid.
Yeah.
And yet that's how it is.
That's how it is.
Yeah, I would miss the memes.
Yeah.
I would still do my job, like
Yeah.
very slowly, but I would do it. And I would definitely miss Google Maps.
Yeah. I think I would also miss Google Maps. Though
Yeah.
I do find myself I actually do microdose not having internet because I go on these hiking trips that are like 10 days long
Hmm.
or 5 days long. Long. And you don't have internet there because you're in the mountains.
Okay,
And
but you have
then-
your phone.
You have your phone in case, like as a thing, but I keep my data off. Like I put my phone on like minimal battery, which means I turn off my Wi-Fi and like all the things that I could connect to things.
Okay.
I also have the phone off normally. I just turn it on. I would turn it on in case I needed an evacuation.
Yeah,
or
I know
whatever.
that every time you say like I'm leaving Denmark for whatever trip, I'm like, okay, I'll send a
See you
message and
never.
is gonna respond 3 days from now
Exactly.
if she does.
Which that's when I sort of I microdose not having the internet, and I'm like, wow, I'm actually so happy right now. But it's because I don't have to do my job. That's I think the main thing that's keeping me on the internet is having to do my job. And also like you guys, I know I'm gonna see you guys in 7 days, so I feel like I don't have to message you.
Yeah.
But if I went away for like an indefinite period of time and didn't have the internet, I'd be like, but I won't be able to talk to them anymore.
Yeah, I really love it when you're like on a random Wednesday and one of you in the group sends an update of like I saw this stupid thing at work.
Yeah.
And everyone laughs.
Yeah, that's like there's a community on the like it's not even like there's communities on the internet like
Yeah.
video gamers who did it.
Yeah,
but
like
there's
random-
just like your little
Your
the
little,
little
stupid
things.
friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your little stupid friends and their little stupid messages.
Yeah.
That's like, hey, I watched a Kurzgesagt like
Yeah,
thing
the-
on black holes today.
I think you would like it, and you
Yeah.
send
Which
the link.
You would miss that a
Yes.
lot. Or you would have to have like a bulletin board.
I really like it, like when I see something that reminds me, like something that is not my thing. Like I go around and I see a mushroom.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. But I'm like, oh, I know who would love a picture of this mushroom. And it's like Misha
Yeah.
and Valerie. And like just send it, or I think about you. You're like, yeah, that happens.
That kind of community would die, I think, or like that it
Yeah.
would be hindered.
Something that I would really miss is the access to niche entertainment. Because on YouTube you can find entertainment for, well, not just
Anything.
YouTube, but like
Oh my god,
entertainment
did
for
you see
anything.
the Chernobyl video I sent you?
Yes.
Yeah, so
Obviously.
cool, right?
It's amazing.
Also, the clicks are so good for your brain.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's so good.
Yeah, just for anyone who's listening, it's a video that explains why the Chernobyl reactor exploded.
Happened. Yeah, exploded. Yes.
And it's so nice and so random. And like, yeah, I'm having my breakfast and learning about nuclear fusion because why not? That wouldn't happen if you just have your TV or the radio.
No,
It would be like
exactly.
whatever they decided to put.
Yeah.
And I think that agency that you have on, like, I want to watch a video about this and someone already did it and I'm going to watch it because I can,
Yeah.
you would lose that.
Yes, you would. But I do think there would be other kinds of things that would come up in replacement. So, like, you couldn't watch your weird video or text your friends that you saw a funny, I don't know, the bus was broken, whatever. But you would, I think, one, rely a lot more on your neighbors. Like,
Yeah.
you would actually have to talk to them.
Like in your
because-
community.
In your community.
Yeah.
And, like, I think people would talk a lot more about rent because you don't have access to, like, I can't send Juan Felipe a picture of this Porsche 911, but I can go into the supermarket and be like, yo, did you see that car outside? And I feel like that would happen a lot more.
Yeah.
And there's a certain kind of like physical community that we have actually kind of lost or
Yes.
has been damaged by
Something that
the
I also
internet.
think that would be nice is right now, because we are connected like so often, like I just can take out my phone and write to Monica or
Yeah.
Tatiana or whatever, and they would respond in minutes.
Immediately, yeah.
And if we didn't have internet and we say like, okay, let's meet on Friday, 6 p.m., whatever restaurant,
Yeah.
you have to be
You
there.
have to be, yeah,
Because
exactly. You
I mean,
can't cancel.
You can't cancel. You cannot like. I mean, if you don't are not there, you are either a complete asshole
Yeah.
or you had an emergency.
Yeah, it's like that time that you texted you. I wasn't even there. I was just seeing this in the group chat where you texted you were coming and you didn't show up and everyone thought you were dead.
Yeah, And my phone
That
died.
That would happen a lot more, I think. If like you would, I mean, you would have to commit to not doing that, but there would still be
Yes.
instances where you're like, oh my god, Juan Felipe didn't show up. He's fucking dead, and you wouldn't know. You wouldn't be able to text him the next
wouldn't-
day.
exactly.
You would just
like you just get
hope
home,
that-
you charge your phone, and you're like, "Yo, sorry, didn't make it."
exactly.
Fine.
But that would not happen. You wouldn't show up to dinner, and
Yeah.
we'd be like, oh my god, he's fucking
You'd be
dead.
like,
and it would
next
be
day,
like 4 days.
like
until
ringing to your land phone,
Yeah,
like, "Hey, sorry, didn't make it. I was in a car accident."
and you'd have to like leave a message because they'd be out, and then
No,
so
yeah, yeah.
it'd be this whole thing. That kind of like instant like
Yeah.
there would still be telephone, which I think would help. Like having a cell phone, that's not necessarily a smartphone, but you
Yeah.
could still call, but it would just be way less.
I feel like we're telling all the stories that our parents' generation are like, "Oh my
Yeah,
god, these
they're like,
idiots didn't live the
My
80s."
dad's listening to this, being like, "Yo, you fucking
Yeah, you dumbass.
spoiled ass piece
Yeah.
of shit." Yeah, it would be different. I think it's not that it would like life wouldn't end. It's just there are certain things that we've grown very accustomed to.
Yeah,
Or-
but I-
there's also like my job wouldn't have existed a while ago,
That's true.
and that's fine with me. I'll go be a carpenter.
Yeah, but I first of all, I don't know how good of a carpenter you would be. But
Hey, I
good
would
luck with that.
train to be a carpenter.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
Also, how hard could it be? You have a wood, you have a nail, and you have a hammer, and you just stick them all together with a saw. Maybe
Yes.
you cut things.
And that's why when
Did you know you can play the saw?
you can play this
It's
song.
you can make it into an instrument.
Hmm.
I don't remember who told me that. I was telling them about accordion. Maybe it was Davide in our dance group. Anyway, he was like, "Yeah, you could play the saw with like a violin bow."
Wow.
So I might do that.
Please don't do it in our apartment. Or do it before I move in.
Okay, would you rather the saw or the accordion?
The accordion.
Nice. Accordion it is.
Oh, fuck. No, but there are some accordions that actually sound pretty good.
It's so good. It's so cool.
I overall think that it would kind of suck, but not a lot. Not
I
having
think
internet.
People who in general can make good things out of bad thing, like have find opportunities in change. Like feel like people who are good with change would be fine.
Yes.
They
like,
would adapt so
that's
fast.
evolution. Like
Yeah.
your capacity to adapt is
Yeah.
what determines.
But then I think there are a lot of people who'd just be kind of lost.
I think there are also people who never had a life without internet.
Yeah, that's
Like
also
people
true.
who today are like, I don't know, below 20, like
Yeah.
good luck.
Children,
Children.
they would die.
That reminds me that Oscar has a friend of a friend. Like, he met someone who's like 19-year-old, and I mean they're not dating or anything, but he's like, oh, she's so cute, and I'm like, dude,
Yeah,
we're
that's
more than 10 years older
no,
than her.
That doesn't
Don't.
work. No.
And it's like, yeah, it's like you're less than 20, you're a kid.
Yeah, you are a child. Your brain is not fully developed.
Yes.
Wait till they're at least over 20. That's that's
Just 1 year older.
borderline.
Nah.
Yeah, and then also speaking of Oscar, they would like no one would listen to a podcast that would tell them to lower their temperatures to 40 degrees.
Exactly.
I would never meet Oscar. In fact, like I might meet Oscar, but like I wouldn't have any sort of parasocial relationship to him at all. Other than like this is kind of the only thing. Like I met him through the podcast, basically.
Basically, yeah.
And now we're friends on Instagram.
That's something that I
and, like,
really like. Like you can connect with anyone in the world.
Yeah,
And sometimes that's shit. That is shit.
Sometimes
because
it's
a
shit.
lot of people are shitty.
yeah.
And also the internet give you the anonymity, which allows people to be even
But
shittier.
also, I feel like you relying on those relationships is a little bit harmful
oh
because
yeah,
if you
for sure.
have the illusion that you're friends with someone but you've never met them.
Yeah, but also it gives me the chance to keep being friend with my friends who are all
Yes,
the way
exactly.
across
If
the
you already
Atlantic.
have a friend
Yeah.
to keep connected, that's one thing. But
Yeah,
to
yeah.
make friends on the internet is
Yeah.
a different thing.
Yeah, and it's also like kind of nice. Like he doesn't know you, Oscar, and he's like, "Oh, Valerie's so cool," and I'm like, "Hell yeah, she's my friend.
Yeah.
Of course she's cool."
Oscar's also cool.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, he literally messaged me to give you a birthday present that he had sent from like. This is also another thing that I feel like the internet really facilitated. Oscar added me on Instagram to ask me if whether he could send me a book that he was going to give to you for your birthday
Yeah.
from like France or something that he ordered online. So like there
It
was,
was Germany, but yeah.
Germany or something. So he went on the internet, ordered this book, then texted me on the internet, told me I was supposed to give you this book, and then like that kind of coordination would never happen.
That would never happen. Like
It
try
just
to do
on
that
the
with
phone,
a letter.
Yeah.
So
Or
that-
maybe it would happen on. It'd just be more complicated. Like you just
yeah, for sure. and-
already phones. Like when you call like a company, they're already so busy. Could you imagine the
Yeah.
lines
Oh,
getting on the phone with someone? Ugh, it'd be horrible.
yeah. You remember all these jobs are like a bunch of girls in a room just connecting people to
Yeah,
different calls.
which is
and, like,
cool, by the way.
it is cool.
Have you gone to the Danish Museum of Resistance?
No.
Oh, you should go. It's so cool. And they have this thing where you can like cosplay one of those people like connecting.
Really?
Yeah, and you have to decipher like you're trying to decode.
Oh my god.
It's like a
is
whole
Is it in Danish?
No. Well,
Okay.
you can have it in Danish or in English, but the whole museum is based on like the Danish resistance in World War II.
Okay.
So like underground people trying to defend.
So
Denmark
this is
against
the
the Nazis.
resistance. So we're occupied by.
We were
the
like
Nazis.
Denmark was occupied by the Nazis, and then
Okay.
there was an underground movement that was
Okay.
trying to like. But anyway, there's this thing where they intercept messages, like
Yeah.
they're on the radio or like on the I guess it's the radio.
Yeah, the radio.
They're intercepting or they're listening in on messages, but you have to like do the connection.
Oh.
It's really cool, and then you also have to like note down things of interest.
Yeah, but I feel like this is like us cosplaying being 100 years old.
Yeah, it is.
Like it's like when you get out of partying at 2 a.m. and there are workers like painting on the asphalt, and there's a drunk white girl who's like, "Oh, let me help you," and actually paints on the asphalt, and you're like, "Oh, this is so cool," and like, yeah,
they're like,
this,
"Go
this is
away."
not your real job.
No.
You're just cosplaying.
It's very much cosplaying, but it's a museum, so that's what it's for.
Yeah, that's
There's
good.
a lot of things in there that you sort of cosplay what it was like to be in the obviously, it's not the same, but like
Yeah, obviously.
what it was like to be in the resistance in World War II in Denmark. And I love niche museums. I hate the like big,
Art museums.
art museums, even natural history museums. Like they're all the same. You go anywhere and it's always like a
You
dinosaur.
go to one, you've seen them all.
Exactly. But then there's these niche ones like the Danish Museum of Resistance, or like I went to one in Estonia, no, Lithuania, one of those. That was just medicine, like herbal medicine
Herbal medicine.
from like between 1940 and 1950 or something. And it was like a super tiny museum, but there was a guy there who was like a huge nerd,
Of course.
which you
'cause-
only get in niche museums where he's like, let me show you the sauna. And I'm like, great. And he's like, in Lithuania in 1842, they used the sauna with herbs to cure people. And I'm like, fuck yeah.
That sounds like a great experience.
Yeah, those also tend to not rely on. I feel like now the big museums rely actually quite a bit on the internet. They have like I don't know, AI generated whatever, or like a touch screen with da 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 da. But these niche museums, it's like, look at this herb.
But I also think that the museums, both the niche and the hardcore, they are doing a really good job in social media, like to attract
Yeah,
younger
true.
audience, and they get like very unhinged in some cases, and I love it because it's like, who designed this publicity stunt? Like, please give them a raise.
Yeah.
Yeah, where like the security guard starts making a dance in the middle of
Yeah,
the
that's
museum, like
also-
to promote
you would-
something.
You would miss that if there was
That
no
that
internet.
that would be definitely missed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I love those museums as well. But my real love in the museums is for the technical
Yeah, okay.
museums,
They're
where
also
you see
they're fun.
the old airplanes and the old engines.
Yeah.
When I saw in the British Museum the Concorde models that they used in the hypersonic wind tunnel to
Yeah.
develop the wing,
That's cool.
I got wet when I saw those. It was so damn good. And I was with a friend, and she was like, "Juan Felipe, are you done?"
You were like, no.
Yeah, like, give me a moment. It was great.
That's so good. Yeah, see that you could do without internet. Easy.
Yeah.
Concorde modeling in the British Museum.
Yeah, that's also something. Like, they put a man in the moon without internet.
Yep.
I can do mechanical engineering.
True. I also feel like now we're sort of over interneting some things.
Yeah.
Where like, why is my car connected to the internet?
Okay, this is not some. I fucking hate that. Yes. Yeah. Folk.
Or my like, what's a smart fridge? I don't like.
Exactly.
Why does everything have to be smart?
Yeah. I want some dumb things in my
Yeah,
life.
give me something dumb.
'Cause
Give me
it
just a bucket with ice in
fits-
it, and I'll.
fits- Fits my life. Also, I think that this is not internet. This is computer dependence.
Mm.
How people in engineering approach the problems today, it sucks.
Mm.
So, I'm gonna tell you a little story. When they were developing the engines for the Saturn V, the rocket that took us to the moon,
Mm.
the rockets were so big that they were experiencing some instability problems that they had never had before. So basically, you would turn on the engine and it would vibrate so much that it would take itself apart. So they needed to make it more stable. And there was a group of guys who said like, oh, what if we set up the combustion chamber like this? And they were like, okay, this seems like it could work. So they made it up and they put it there. And it kind of worked, but they didn't really know. So the way how they tested it is they turn on the engine and inside the nozzle, they put an explosive, which induced a lot of vibrations. And then they damp it out and the motor just like the engine just kept going normally. So they were for sure
Yeah.
totally sure that it was working.
Yeah.
How would you solve that problem today? They would hire an external company that come and do a bunch of CFD simulations and like thousands of hours of computational power.
Yeah.
And then at the end, they would tell you, most likely it works, but we don't know. Like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, you just spent 10 times the resources computationally. 10 times, like trillions of times.
Yeah.
And you come up with an answer that is like not really there. It's
Just
like,
put an explosive in it.
I love that old way of solving problems in engineering.
Yeah.
It's like just try it out, like safety second, go.
Yeah.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah, and I think this is also the case in my job because the internet is like a crutch. You can, if you don't understand something, you can just go and ask, or like someone, you can do some sort of, I don't know, like really hardcore research for 10 days on like looking at specific databases or like people who've done this before and but like you're not being that creative. You're just sort of like
Absorbing
strong manning.
information. Yeah.
I think there are certain like carpentry, for example, that I think you can still have like you can still problem solve creatively because even if you go on the internet, it's not gonna help you. Like it's
Yeah.
not gonna you're not gonna figure out why this wood is I mean you might like there's certain things that you will learn, but there's also like certain very specific things that like you can only figure out by trial and error or by
Yeah, but I don't think that's like it's not just working with your hands, but like working in the physical world.
yeah, exactly.
Like for example, when you do a sport, like when I was learning how to windsurf, you can watch all the YouTube videos that you want,
Yeah.
and you can have all the explanations on land with the instructor. Like you can have everything.
Yeah.
But unless you go and try, and when you fail, and then you try and you try again, that's like
Exactly.
there is a moment when you actually get it, and you
And you're
don't
like,
get that
"Yeah."
on paper. Like
Yeah. The same with like dancing or something. Like you
dancing
will-
is also a perfect example.
you can obviously look at other people dancing and look at old videos of whatever and you can copy it exactly. And like that might be a way of you getting good. Like,
But that's the thing. Like, even if you're looking at them dancing and you're copying it, you
You
don't
won't
get it
do it.
until you move
Exactly.
the muscle in the right way, and
And-
you're like, oh, it feels like this.
Exactly, it's about feeling. And
It's
you have to
about muscle
know-
memory.
Exactly, and you have
Yeah.
to like when you feel that it's good, then it normally looks good as well. Like
Yes.
there's you have to get it in your body first.
Yeah, and at some point you stop thinking about it. So
Yeah.
it's like
Exactly,
it's part
at
of your
some
muscle memory.
That's
It's
what
like
I was. I was teaching someone actually at the Happy Feet party because one of Siegel's friends had come, or like she had just made this friend who plays jazz, so he has rhythm,
Yeah.
and like, and he figured out the triple steps and da da da. And at some point, he was like, "How do you do? Or like, how is it that you don't mess up the steps sometimes?" And I'm like, I honestly do not think about like. There's a point, and it doesn't come like it's not actually that far in where you don't think about the steps at all.
exactly. Like if you're counting, you lost.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and if you're using too much brain in dancing, you've lost already.
You've lost.
Yeah.
And even if you are doing the steps correctly, you look like a dumbass.
Exactly. If you're in like if it's conscious movement,
Yes.
it doesn't work.
Which is fair. Everyone goes through that phase.
Yeah, you have to.
Like totally normal.
Yeah.
No hate on that.
But I could not possibly explain to him why I don't mess up my feet.
I agree 100%.
Like verbally, he has to figure it out.
Yeah.
Which I think that's so
I
nice.
think that's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I think we're missing on a lot of opportunities like that
Yeah.
because we spend too much time on the
Too much
internet.
time on the internet.
So bring an apocalypse.
Verdict, exactly. Destroy the internet.
So I don't know. I cannot decide if I want to keep it or not.
I think there are certain things that aren't part of my life that I think are relatively essential.
I think we have enough power
Yeah.
to keep it out of our lives enough to get the benefits of not having it.
But I think there are a lot of people who literally rely on the internet. Or like
Yeah.
if you're in, I don't know, a remote area and you need access to information,
Yeah,
the
but I
internet's
think
the only way.
Yeah.
Or yeah, like a lot, like there's a reason why cell phones are like there's like a wide uptake of cell phones in poorer areas.
Yeah.
More than, I don't know, like, yeah, anything. Like cell phones are kind of the first thing, like it's a basic human need at this
Yeah.
point that you can
like
access the internet.
you would get that before, I don't know.
Even some places don't have like drinking water,
They don't
but they have cell phones.
Yeah, they don't have plumbing,
Yeah,
but they do have
but they
cell
do
phones.
have cell phones. And that I think is like for me, having a cell phone is kind of a luxury. I wouldn't die if I didn't have a cell phone.
Yeah.
But there are some people, I guess, that you just have to like just for communication.
Yeah, I mean
like
that's
internet
the
communication. you
access
need it.
to information and like not just memes and
Yeah.
stupid stuff, but like actually educate yourself.
Yeah,
It's like essential some
yeah,
places.
exactly. And yeah, education I think is a big one.
Yeah.
It's really democratized education to be able to have it on the internet.
Yeah,
Because otherwise you have to pay to get into an institution. You have to
Yes.
pay for books and da da da.
this open source policy
Yeah.
that you can find anything everywhere and like that's one of the reasons why you actually learn English.
Yeah,
It's like not to like just to talk to the world.
yeah.
And sometimes you don't care about the world, but you have information that you need for your village.
Yes, exactly.
So yeah, there you go.
So yeah, I think we are privileged enough that actually, I mean, it's not that not having the internet wouldn't affect us. Obviously, it would be inconvenient.
Yes.
But we have so many other resources
Yeah.
that
Like
I
I can
don't
just say, "Oh, I'll come to the library and take a book." Like,
Exactly.
yeah, I'm in a developed country. I can do that.
exactly. Whereas, yeah, I think the internet is a good way of, democratizing information and
Breaking-
a lot of
Breaking a lot of barriers.
exactly.
Yeah, but also, yeah, I agree. You shouldn't leave behind what you would be missing.
Yeah.
Like this physical thing.
Yes,
It's so nice.
I think conscious use of internet,
Yes.
good thing.
I agree.
Don't consciously dance, but consciously internet.
Oh yeah, I like that. Is that gonna be the title? What do you suggest for the title?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think I think I've only suggested the title once, and you did use it, but all the
Yes.
rest of the time you've just picked it.
I just 3 a.m. me is like, oh, this is the title.
I respect that.
I can figure out
It's
something.
spontaneous.
It's spontaneous.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay. Do you have any remarks for today? No, I think you just did it.
Yeah, I just did it.
Yeah.
Your turn.
No, I'm fine. I think
Okay.
you did it spectacularely. So we can leave it at that.
Okay.
Is this the yeah? All right. Thank you very much for listening. And wait, we have topics lined up,
Yes.
and we promised to bring a guest at some point.
Oh yeah, we did.
Should we? Do
yeah.
we?
Okay. We can figure
Come
this
on.
out. Yes, but we'll figure this out
Do we-
off air.
Off air,
Yeah.
off the air,
Yeah.
right? Because we don't have editing power.
Yes.
Okay, we will do something special soon.
Yes.
And thank you for listening. If this was your first episode after the trailer, thank you, I guess. I hope
Yeah.
you're not too disappointed.
Exactly. This is one of our less unhinged ones.
Yeah,
so
we were pretty chill.
Pretty tame.
Like, partially because I'm very hungry.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, okay, that's true. So, shall we go have dinner and go dancing?
Yes.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
I'm so hungry.
Me too.
So tired.
Yeah, me too.
I should just go to sleep, but no. We're gonna dance.
Yeah, food and then dance.